China's been getting very aggressive, at least on paper. Is there a chance of an actual war here?
Well, there's always that possibility in the background. This kind of a conflict has been a black swan that people have known about. It's becoming more prominent in the news. I think, frankly, though, we have less to fear from China about what it actually intends, which I think involves intimidation and not an intention to invade in the short term. But we should fear more what China does not intend, and that is the possibility of a military accident now that we have so much military hardware in the air and in the seas near Taiwan. And that could cause us a very serious problem with consequences that we can't predict.
Yeah, and let's pray that there is no such accident, as you said, but 145 military jet flyovers. And to put that in perspective, I mean, there have been long stretches where there have been zero. Why do you think they're kind of ramping up this obvious pressure right now?
Well, for many years, there's a midline between the mainland and Taiwan, and for many years, that line was not crossed. In the past couple of years, China has started to cross that and has engaged in these kind of intimidating gestures. I think there are several factors here. One is China, of course, regards Taiwan as a renegade province and wants to prevent it from declaring independence. Second, Taiwan has been getting closer relations with the US and other countries, and China wants to warn both Taiwan and those countries. I think nationalism is another major factor. The current Chinese government has been whipping up nationalism, and especially at this time, October 1st is the Chinese national holiday. The entire week is a holiday. And so that's an interesting time point. And in addition, on October 10th, Taiwan celebrates the anniversary of the 1911 revolt that led to the Republic of China. So that is also a holiday for Taiwan and very timely. And then finally, I think this may distract attention from some of the power problems and real estate problems that CNBC covers so well. And then this is an opportunity for the Chinese military to assess its own capabilities and Taiwan's capabilities in the event that they actually do want to go ahead with an invasion, which China has not ruled out.
Yeah, and with everything that has gone on in China, and by the way, I guarantee you this segment is blacked out in China. A lot of times we talk about this stuff, and if you're watching CNBC in a hotel in Shanghai, the screen's just going to go dark until the censors decide to uncensor it, by the way. What do they want in Taiwan, Jeff? The reality is, I mean, it's like an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend that's been gone for years or decades, and yet you can't leave them alone. I mean, Taiwan has been its own zone or country, whatever you want to call it, since 1949. It does not have any real mineral assets. I mean, although the South China Sea certainly does. What is China's ultimate goal in doing all this? Why are they so desperate to prove their authority over Taiwan, or as they call it, Chinese Taipei?
Well, one of Xi Jinping's major goals is what is called national rejuvenation, which he wants to achieve by 2049. And part of that national rejuvenation is bringing back to the homeland all territories that have not been subject to Beijing's control. So Macau came back, Hong Kong came back, and Taiwan is the final piece there. And so this is part of Xi Jinping's long-term vision. And Taiwan for China is the most important and the most sensitive issue in the relationship. I was a US diplomat for 20 years, and I can't tell you how many times Chinese officials highlight that in official meetings. So this is something that Western countries frequently underappreciate, but that for China is always top of mind.